Should we just be like, welcome to Weird Mood Podcast, where we're in weird mood? Should we do that?
No.
Oh. Welcome to Booze and the Bees. We're the hosts.
Hello. Welcome. Thanks for watching.
Okay, the end.
We've been doing that a lot lately.
Every episode.
In the beginning.
Oh, no.
We're like, okay, that's it. Like, they actually click off every time.
Watch, like, that's actually in our retention charts. It's just like everybody clicking off.
Well,
They said goodbye.
I understand. No, I'm just kidding.
I get it. I wouldn't watch me either.
Our front lights are on.
No.
It's a rough day for some reason.
We
mentally.
just woke up in a weird mood and we've been working.
Kinda. I haven't posted a single video on any platform today. So
You were working. She made a new price list. She's got her actors thing set up. We got a new Facebook account done. Now we need to start running the ads on there. So yeah, it's a day. There's still more hours left too. Just wanted to get this out the way.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I can't, like, it's hard when you can't even, like, figure out what it is. Like, I'm not anxious. I'm not like lazy. Like, I don't want to do anything, but I'm also like not doing my normal stuff. Maybe that's throwing me off. I have no idea what it is.
When people get off routine, it makes it really hard. And especially when you're doing something entrepreneurial that you don't know will work, especially after doing it for 4 years and not knowing what will work.
Yeah. I'm
sure it gets draining.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But I mean, like, I have you and stuff, and like I'm really good with being positive. So it's not like something happened and now I'm just like stressed or I don't know. It's just a weird feeling. So I'm just trying to like just let the day go. Still do as much as I can. Because I know if I did nothing, then I probably would have felt extra bad. So I'm like still going.
Yeah, and it's definitely like those things. You've always had those times where you go through when things seem to be going your way, but they're difficult and we don't know the answers. You overwhelm yourself and shut down a bit and pull back. Maybe it's something like that.
Maybe I don't feel like myself. I don't know.
What does that mean?
Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I don't know. I literally can't. So, just a weird mood. Like, I don't feel all bubbly and like wanting to be on camera and like, but then I also do. Like, I'm like still in a weird motivated mood. So like, I don't know. I just don't feel like myself.
I got you.
But I mean, like, I did other work that didn't involve me being on camera and stuff. So that was kind of like my workaround. I was like, okay, like I don't want to film my videos right now. So like, at least like I could still do other productive things. Because I could have just like shut down and done nothing today. Exactly.
And that's one of those things that we talk about is replacing bad habits with better ones. It's not necessarily the right habit. The right habit would be to do the tasks we set out to do. At the same time, if we don't have firm tasks that we know are the right exact task, then anything productive is a winner. The example of this, right, is if you knew I did XYZ right now, I did some task and it's going to make me enough money to hire a cleaner, but you put off the task to clean something, then it would have been, it's worse for you to have cleaned than to do the thing. Because you know what you put off doing would have paid for the cleaner. And so it's a way for you to kind of feel like you're doing the right thing, but you're doing the wrong thing. In our case, we don't know what the right thing is. And you kind of get stuck in this loop of, I don't feel like doing something that I should do, that I say I should do, but I have no proof to say that is what I should do.
And like you said, it's hard when you don't know what the right thing is. So when you're like doing something and you don't see the outcome right away and stuff, it's hard to be like, okay, like I have to make myself do this today, kind of thing. But
And that motivation, I've heard a lot of people say, is it's not that you get the reward from doing and you base your personal accomplishment on the reward. You do it on the action. You say, I am an athletic person and therefore I work out. You don't say, I work out to get a six pack. You say, I work out because I'm an athletic person. You redefine who you are, and it helps you kind of reward yourself for doing actions without getting reward. I am a hard worker. I am a business person. I am a young entrepreneur, and this is the struggles I go through, and I'm proud of my struggles, and not I'm wealthy, because we're not wealthy. And then there's nothing to say that we're wealthy. There's nothing to show that we're wealthy. It's I am the type of person who does this work. And then when you do the work, you can feel good about that. And then wealth will come if you do that work enough, consistently, and the right kind of work.
Yeah.
So that's a way to frame it. It's like, I'm not jacked because I work out. I'm the kind of person who works out, which will lead in you being jacked. It's inevitable. Certain work will always lead to an outcome of some sort that's better than the current position. It's not to say this is the best. It's not to say you're going to be the next Elon Musk, but it is to say it will be better than the current outcome. So.
Yeah. I guess we can try a snack. I just wanted to be more hype and stuff when we do these little segments.
We don't have to do the little snack thing today. We were already talking about, I guess, like a mental health segment. We can just keep this a mental health segment.
Okay. Yeah, because I want it to be like fun and stuff. And that's why like I haven't really, I don't think, filmed it. I don't know.
Yeah, like she woke up and just didn't seem like she was in the mood at all for anything.
And I'm trying hard not to be in a bad mood either. Like I'm just trying like be neutral. I don't know. I don't even feel tired really. At first I thought like, oh, maybe I'm just too tired.
It's like I'm not tired, I'm just full of rage. Anguish.
Maybe I need a good cry.
You just need to cry.
It's been a minute. My body's like,
what are you doing not crying?
Fuck.
This is weird, you weirdo.
It's like pent up.
Meanwhile, guys are like, I've never cried in my life.
Don't shed a tear.
I haven't cried since my dog died.
Y'all like literally are fighting with the tears, like with your gains. Just
yeah, you're just like poof, muscle, and then your tears just go into your body
that'd be
to
so
rehydrate
funny.
you.
You could just have like a little muscle like on your cheek that pushes the tear back up.
How would we do it in reverse? Like, so you had to like make a tear, and then you're zoomed into the eye, and then you like do this, and then it like when it comes down,
before it comes down, yeah,
and then
you'd have
in
to
reverse, it would be like. So your face would be up, and then it would go down as the tear goes down. And then it looks like you're winking, and then it goes into your eye.
Yeah.
Okay, we did it.
We did it.
We figured it out.
Could you imagine it? As long as you could imagine it.
Did you imagine our story of the tear going back into your eye? This is like an ASMR
tears.
imagination episode. Should we do that where we just say, okay, now imagine this. You're in a field.
Oh, yeah, like man, close your eyes.
Now close your eyes. Yeah. No, scream, ah!
Oh, okay.
Everything's horrible.
It's all common, like, and then there's a giant monster. Oh, my God. And then a giant bear seal floods into your door.
Oh, what are you doing here?
You're wondering why? How did he get in the house?
Hey, so you can't get up the stairs? Ah! What a horrible day this is.
A horrible day.
No, that's not what it would be about.
No.
Like, picture the sunset. My eyes! Oh, God, it's so bright. Don't look at it.
That would be funny, though. That would be a funny episode.
That's just this
episode.
episode.
A lot of ideas, and like we don't like execute them.
We don't do anything. That's why we pick some things to do. Like this, we pick to do every day, so we can just get habits built.
Yeah, thankfully he got me to do this. I probably would have like
not done it.
Not done it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We want to pick easy things to start. Like I lost 85 pounds, and that's a lot. Like we've seen news articles with people who've lost less than I have. Like news articles.
What does that have to do with what we were just saying?
I'm lazy. I'm a lazy guy who lost 85 pounds. And I did it in a very lazy way.
Okay.
And all I'm getting at is if you want to build a habit, you don't want to build a very hard habit. I didn't go from being 85 pounds heavier than now and saying, okay, I'm jumping right into a 50K, I don't know, 500K, I don't know what the distances of things are. I didn't go into some giant run and then say I'm going to do Ironman and then work out with David Goggins. And then, I didn't break my back on it. It's like, I'm going to eat a little less of this, but I'm still going to do stuff. I have a big thing of popcorn down here that's above my diet, and that's okay. And that's what I'm getting at is set little habits that you can do, because we have all these funny ideas, but we don't have, I would say, the skills to pull off all the ideas we think about. But by doing these little things, we get better skills that allow us to record easier and do audio easier and do lighting easier, to make the hard stuff not impossible. It's possible to do some of our ideas, but not all of them. But we still gain little skills to make them easier. It's like when you're a toddler, you don't just like, oh, I'm crawling and now I'm sprinting and I'm just competing on the Olympic scale. Like
you try though. You're like,
and
you're like trying to go faster than your body can.
Your little giant head just falls back. Yeah.
Oh God.
Ah.
Yeah, I got you. I think I get what you're saying, because like, I mean,
you can have the vision.
It's been almost
for
4
ideas.
years though, so it's like, I know it feels like a slow and steady and like.
And you got to imagine too, with my career, I was in the top of my class, like top 50 students in the entirety of my college in my field. And then I worked in the same industry for 10 entire years straight. And people with 4 years experience think they can make more than me, and some of them do. And it's really frustrating. And it's frustrating to see that if I had put my time into something like this earlier, how far I would have been. So to say 4 years, it thinks like something grand should have happened. 4 years, I got a full scholarship, but if I didn't, I would have been paying $35,000 a year, 4 years straight. Instead, you made some money. It wasn't great money, but you made some money. And so now this is kind of like your entry position job. After 4 years, you can say, I've graduated in the social media place, and then you would get a starter job and then build the experience there. And to say, oh man, we haven't made a huge amount of money. It's like, I spent 14 years and I haven't made anything. And most people spend money to get that far. So, you can't beat yourself up on that.
Good. It's hard not to beat yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why you don't want to reward yourself on the goal. You want to reward yourself on doing the actions. And that's why it's like, give yourself easy actions to accomplish. Like work out, but it doesn't have to be a marathon. It could be like, I walked around my house 4 times. It can be something small, and just be happy that you did that to get started. Build those habits. Do something like this where the lights is already set up, And you're about to be taking on a lot of new stuff. So your brain's probably mulling through that. And it's hard for you to process the emotion of, I have been doing this and I'm adding something new to it. And you're motivated, but just don't know if it's the right thing again. And it could be causing a lot of, internal, oh man, am I messing up again?
Maybe. Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's no mess up, because everything that has led to this moment has just been a building of skills.
Well, and you helped me earlier too, because I was like telling him I'm getting a little overloaded when we were talking, and then he was like, oh, well, you work better when I just tell you what to focus on. So he was like, okay, these are your 2 things to focus on. And I'm like, okay, good. That weight lifted off my shoulders. Yeah. Like, I'm stressing about everything we ever talk about ever. And I'm just thinking about it and thinking I have to do it. And then I do one thing, but then I'm thinking of everything else. And then I just don't feel accomplished.
There's a lot. It's a big list. And the worst part of the big list is that it's not even that big once one of those things works. Yeah. It's like a small list. It's just repeating the one thing over. It's just about getting enough skill to get paid for the one thing adequately. Yeah. I'm going to try being commercials, y'all. That's what I'm really excited for doing. And just think about that, right? I mean, we would have to set up everything, change all the lighting, change all the angles.
For what?
If you want to do your auditions, to do your clips.
I mean, it doesn't have to be that crazy.
May as well. I mean, other people aren't getting as many auditions as we're going to get because we got the setup, huh?
Yeah, it's fun getting in the mode of like memorizing something and
Yeah, not for me.
and acting.
I hate memorizing, so that's all you. I like camera stuff and lighting and scene. I was a tech worker, so we both get to do what we enjoy doing, and that's what's fun about this. So,
And that's why we're the perfect team.
the perfect team.
The perfect team.
I'm still starving.
Gosh, and I like totally was like starting our stream deck, and then so many things.
It's a lot. We need to be able to go live and do all this, but it's a big list. It's a big list, and some things are paying, and so we have to prioritize what is paying.
Yeah.
And that might be something that takes off, because one of the things you love the most is helping the community and talking to the community. And obviously it's not a huge paying thing, but it's something that we're passionate about. But we can't justify spending those amount of hours doing that, because then we have no money to put towards bills. If we don't have bills, we have no electricity, no videos for y'all. So
yeah, because I liked connecting with my community in a sense where it was like we're just hanging out and stuff, and that wasn't a moneymaker. Whereas like if I wanted to do the live streaming thing, I would have had to been doing like the battles and like
which isn't what
the
you
whole
like
thing,
doing.
which isn't what I wanted to do. Yeah. So I can't wait to like get back to enjoying that again. It's like every now and then. That's why it's so fun now when I go live when I can, because it's everybody misses me and it's like fun and stuff and not like stressful or I had to do this for money making. Even though right now it's like I lost it, so now it's like just a different stress of not getting that income. But I know this is gonna work. So
yeah, because the worst case scenario is this doesn't work to make all the money you would hope it does. And that's why setting the goal of being the best version of myself behind a camera and the best version of myself professionally, that will be good enough, right? Because then you can say, I've done it. I've become the best version of myself doing this. I found out what I'm missing, and now I can work on the next part until it pays.
Cheers.
Because obviously it does work for some people. It's not like you're doing things that doesn't pay anybody.
I know.
Like if someone wanted to be a wagon wheel creator and they're like, man, I just love creating wagon wheels. And you're like, okay, who's got a wagon? Who's got an old wooden wagon they used to cross the Southwest back in the day? That's like a horse-drawn carriage wagon wheel. Nobody buys those. It's bad business. You won't make any money because no one wants your wagon wheel. And maybe you sell one or two decorative wagon wheels to like a Southwest restaurant, and that's it. So you can't force someone to like what you have to offer, but what you're doing is learning skills that people are making money at. So it's like worst case scenario.
You're right. When you did the whole 4 years education, I made some money. It makes sense. And sometimes I just need that little reminder. Like, oh yeah, like I'm barely hitting my 4 years, and it's like now I'm kind of graduating, getting my entry level jobs and stuff. So yeah, it's good. It'll be good. It's just a weird off mood, but that's just kind of just trying to push through it.
And I think you got to give yourself some days to not be yourself.
Yeah. I mean, normally, and like that wouldn't have been awful if I did decide I'm just going to play games while you worked out and took time for myself. Like, I wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world. Like, I am glad that I was productive.
Me too.
I feel good about it. But
I think it was a better thing to do that. And was it the exact thing we were thinking of doing, like doing the videos for the product? No, but does it still get you to move forward? Sure. And then tomorrow we can do
there's a
videos.
reason. There is a reason, because we've been waiting for our protein shakes to come in, and we have packs of them, and we were like, oh, we're gonna do all these videos, and I have them written down and stuff. And obviously we could film them whenever, but the company that I was using to sell them was low stock. So it's kind of like a weird sign, like, okay, don't focus on that right now. Yeah. Focus on this stuff. And then it's supposed to come back in stock tomorrow or Friday, hopefully. So then that would...
You've got that witch intuition. So you're like, always like, I got a feeling. You're like, what's the feeling? I don't know. But I got it. And it's right. It's right a lot.
A lot. Not always 100%. I'm like 90%
sometimes.
right most of the time.
Yeah. The first day that we met and we like played a card game, we played F the Dealer, which is one of my favorite games. and it was about to get passed to her.
Oh, you taught me that. I never
Uh-huh.
played that game before.
Oh, it's a great game. It was about to be passed to her, and what happens is the card has to be guessed 3 times in a row by 3 different people, and it got to her, and it was about to be passed to her. And there's like no chance she would get it right. She got it right on the first try. You're like,
I don't remember that. That's cute. You
and then it kept going around, and every time it went back to her, and I was about to pass it, she got it right again, and I just held on to it the entire night. It was like, how? And it's not, and it wasn't at the end of the game. It was at the beginning of the game. It was like, there's no chance it would have happened. It's like your wish. There's just no chance.
I am. It is tattooed on me, so it's got to be true.
It's got to be true.
Gotta trust your. I very much trust my intuition, and sometimes it's wrong, or sometimes it's right, and I don't know it's right,
or why it's right,
or why. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes things are temporarily bad, like they make you feel bad in the moment, but it's good in the long term.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, what was my positive out of beauty school? I was thinking of that earlier. I was like, what? Why did I have to go to beauty school? Like, why did I have to go through that?
Because now you can sing Beauty School Dropout.
That's the only good thing that came from it.
Watch you do that, you make a clip, and you get into a Broadway show, which is your lifelong dream.
Look, it is, and I literally don't ever make Broadway posts, which is really funny.
It's literally, it's your dream and you don't do it. I think a lot of people too, they fear their dream. It's just like when Minnie, she watches competitive gymnasts all the time, and she never wants to do gymnastics. Yeah. And the reason is she always compares herself to literally the best in the world that are just athletic freaks of nature. And they started early with their millionaire parents and just got to dedicate every minute to that. And it's like, well, it's tough when you compare yourself to because it's only the famous people who are the best.
Well, and singing is really vulnerable. So, like, for me to post myself singing, I don't know why. It's just being on stage though is different. Yeah. I love singing on stage. I'll do that all day, all night. But like posting myself singing,
it's like working out too, because it's working out your vocal range and stuff. If you don't do it enough, I mean, you can lose track of keys and all that, and you'd hate to go up and like say, oh, I gave it my best shot, but I don't practice every day anymore and haven't for the last few years, and so I'm gonna blow some notes, which is obvious. It's a guarantee if you haven't practiced that you're gonna blow some notes, and then everyone's gonna judge you and you're gonna be a horrible singer. But it doesn't mean you have to be for life. Doesn't mean hey, I started and this is where I was, and then in 5 years you could be amazing again because you practice your range and do it every day, and you know, have something to compare it against, or you know. So I just definitely don't want you to hold yourself back in that regard. And even if it's just singing Broadway in the shower or something, this is a funny video. That's relatable.
Yeah, but all right. I think this has been good enough.
Babe, can we eat early dinner? I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I told you to start eggs when we got home, but you made popcorn.
It seemed too early.
It is a little early for dinner.
It's too early for dinner.
3:30 p.m.
3:30 dinner.
Yeah, it's a little early. And you made popcorn, so you might as well eat that and just wait.
Do I eat this and we like watch a show to get our mind off things, and then
or play League?
Dangerous.
But my mind will be way more distracted though.
It will be, but also furious.
Exactly. So very distracted. Furiously distracted. Or celebrated distracted because we're awesome and we're kicking butt and our team will kick butt.
Yeah.
We'll put that positivity.
Oh yeah,
I feel like we have a better luck of making $1,000.
We probably could make $1,000 right now instead of doing that. But we're stinking.
We could. We are very stinking.
What's wrong with us?
That's probably one of the hardest things with working with your partner. Is like
we each other.
We love each other, so we also just want to spend time with each other and like do the things we like, and like I could stream it, but it's so boring. People hate watching me play League.
They hate it. They
really do. It's like they're like, oh, she's playing League, I have to leave immediately.
Yeah, they don't like it. Which is, I mean, that just goes into doing these UGC videos are gonna be good.
They have to be. They have to be.
It's just the way.
We know the way.
We know the way.
Guffaw.
Guffaw. We're gonna go eat popcorn and lose. Bah.
We're gonna go be bad now.
We're gonna go be bad.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah, and then we'll be back to productive a little later tonight when our minds are
we were
a little
gonna be
refreshed.
productive. That's what we were gonna do.
Nah, but we can't do it right now. Our mind's not in the right state.
Bye.
Bye.